If you enjoy this video, make sure to click the subscribe button and also the notification bell so you never miss out on another absolutely fantastic review. Enjoy! Hello everyone, it's DiegoDoom here bringing you another review. Today I'll be reviewing S.H.Figuarts Antlar. Antlar comes from the 1966 show Ultraman. While investigating a meteor crash in the desert, the SSSP is attacked by a gigantic insect monster. The SSSP's weapons prove to be ineffective against the monster and they are forced to retreat. Soon after, the SSSP discovered the ancient city of Baraji and learned the monster they encountered is known as Antlar, who has been a plague on the region for many years. Now armed with the knowledge of their new enemy Antlar, Ultraman and the SSSP must find a way to destroy the ancient beast. S.H.Figuarts Antlar is another fantastic release in the S.H.Figuarts line. Antlar has a fantastic sculpt, paint apps, a nice accessory, and a great range of articulation. Let's jump right into it and take a look at Antlar himself. Antlar has a great range of articulation. First, let's start with the head. We can look up, down, left, right. The eyes are on stems which are on ball joints that can move just a little bit here. Just below the eyes, we have our antennae that are on ball joints, so we can rotate these pretty freely. We have our very nice large mandibles that are on ball joints, so we can spread them open pretty wide, move them up and down, and rotate them freely. The mouth itself is on a ball joint and can actually open up just a little bit, which is pretty cool. The shoulders have a great range of movement. They can move in and out, and they can rotate a full 360 degrees, but it can be a little bit difficult to do. The arms can come up 90 degrees. We have an entire arm swivel. We have a swivel in the bicep. We have single jointed elbows. The forearms can swivel. The claws are on ball joints. We can tilt and spin them freely. In the upper chest, we can lean forward, backward, twist side to side, and lean side to side. In the waist, we can lean forward, backward, twist side to side, and lean side to side. The legs kick forward this much, backward this much, come to the sides this much. We have a thigh swivel. We have single jointed knees with a rotation here in the knee, and then finally the feet can tilt and swivel. Now something to note when you're handling Antlar and putting him in dynamic poses. You want to make sure you stabilize the pose as much as possible. If you're not careful and don't perfectly balance Antlar, he can become extremely top heavy and topple over. Something you definitely don't want to happen, you don't want Antlar to fall forward and possibly break his mandibles. When it comes to sculpt and paint apps, Antlar is absolutely fantastic. Starting from the top, we have Antlar's massive head. At the top of the head, we have the horn with a simple semi-sharp sculpt and a forest green paint app. This paint app is used throughout the body. In the top center of the head, we have smooth impressions and a simple split at the back of the head. Moving down, we have the eyes on long stems with a white paint app. Just below the eyes, we have our pair of detailed antennae with a lighter green paint app. Below the antenna, we have another pair of sensory organs. We can see the forest green paint app transitions to a burgundy paint app. Branching out, we have Antlar's signature massive mandibles with a semi-sharp sculpt and a gradiated paint app from forest green to metallic silver. Moving down just under the head, we have the mouth with a dark red paint app. Around the mouth, we have a burgundy paint app. As we move further down, we can see our breathing vents etched in with a matte black paint app. The underside of the head has a weathered mustard yellow paint app that is used throughout the neck and chest. The chest has a large textured muscular sculpt with dark weathering going down the center. The arms have a great sculpt consisting of various semi-sharp overlapping weathered brown plates. Underneath the forearms we have a series of semi-sharp spines. The claws have a simple yet textured sculpt. Spin around to the back, we have large gradiated sky blue accents with a hint of green in them. Now I don't recall if these are just accents or sensory organs. In the comments below, let us all know what these are. Moving down to the waist, we have various textured creases and folds. Just under the waist, we can see the plates now have more of a rounded sculpt with a lighter weathered paint app. The thighs have a smooth sculpt with light yellow weathering and blue highlights. The shins have overlapping weathered plates. Antlar's backside has a sharp textured angular sculpt with lighter brown weathering. The feet have a simple textured detailed sculpt. The toes have a weathered brown paint app that transitions to a light brown paint app and then back to a dark brown paint app as we reach the heels. For accessories, all we have is this simple sand crater effect part with a nice textured sculpt. To set this up, separate Antlar's upper torso from the rest of his body and then plug the upper body into the sand crater effect part, and that's it. Now we can see Antlar is emerging from the sand to wreak havoc on the city. Now that we have our one accessory out of the way, let's do some size comparisons. As a whole, Antlar turned out to be absolutely fantastic. The sculpt is very well done, the paint apps are clean and crisp, and Antlar is very posable. The only issue I have with this figure is the lack of accessories. It really would have been nice if we got a magnetic ray effect part and maybe a few rocks to complement our sand crater effect part. Despite those hiccups, this is a fantastic release and I highly recommend picking up Antlar. Now, how much does Antlar cost? Antlar is a Tamashii web exclusive, so he is a little bit more expensive than our normal releases. I managed to import my Antlar figure for $65, which isn't bad at all. This has been another review by DiegoDoom. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned for more figure reviews. To see more S.H.Figuarts Ultraman reviews or another absolutely fantastic review, click the links on screen right now. Be sure to follow me on social media, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe.